Hi, welcome. So glad you could join us for Thursday math columns. Please remember up at the top, put your name so that I know that you've submitted it when you get to the bottom. Let's look at our first one. It says round the number 972 to the nearest 100. All right, so when we're rounding, and our key right here is hundreds, so we're going to count by hundreds. So let's look. When we count by hundreds, we have 0, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, then it goes up to 1,000. So they give us the number 972. My 9, I say 900, so 9 is in the hundreds spot. So our choice either becomes 900 as the answer, or I go up to 1,000. What determines if I stay at 900 or go up is my next lower place, my tens place. So my tens place has a 7, all right? So I have 72, 7 tens and 2 ones. If I look on a number line, I have my number line below, my 50 on my number line is my midpoint. When I'm rounding, I use 50 as the midpoint to determine if my number rounds up, or if it's less than 50, my number goes back down and stays at the original 900. So 72, let's look at where it falls on this number line. 72 falls right here, right between 70 and 80. And I follow that key 50 or more, or 5 or more. So 50 or more means that my number's going to round up. 50 or more, we go up. So you better round up to 1,000 will be our answer. So 972, the 72 causes the 900 to round up to the next 100, which is 1,000. So our answer for that one is 1,000. All right, we have problem number 2. What number goes in the blanks? We have blank minus 233 equals 132. All right, to get this, I can go backwards, and I'm going to do the opposite. Since this is a subtraction, if I work it backwards, the opposite, I'm going to add. So let's go ahead and look at that setup. All right, so I'll draw my arrow to show I'm going the opposite way. It's a little squiggly arrow. All right, so since I'm going the opposite, I'm going to undo the subtraction and I'm going to add. All right, opposite. And addition, subtraction are fact families, so I'm doing the opposite of subtraction, I'm adding. So I stack my numbers, I divide it into 132 plus 233. I went that way. 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 3 is 6. And 1 plus 2 is 3. So 365 should be the answer that goes here. 365 minus 233 equals 132. Let's make sure that's correct. So here's my 365. All right. And let's see, if I minus 233, will that be true? 5 minus 3, 5, 4, 3, 2. So 5 minus 3 is 2, and that checks out right there. 6 minus 3, 6 minus 3 is 3, and that is true right there. And 3 minus 2 is 1. There's my 1. So the answer is 365 minus 233 will equal 132. We have problem number 3. It says find the missing factor. If 5 times blank equals 45, then 45 divided by 5 equals blank. Well, we're looking at a fact family here. We're looking for the same number that will go and work for each of them. So 5 times something equals 45, and 45 divided by 5 equals that same number. All right, so let's look at counting by 5s. So when you count by 5s, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I have to get to 45. How many 5s is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that tells us if I do the number 5 9 times, I'll get 45. And because fact families, multiplication and division, are fact families, we know that we can then reverse this, and we can do 45 divided by 5 will give us 9. So 9 is our answer. Our fourth problem says find the area, so we're looking for area of the figure below. Remember, area equals length times width. The problem here is we have an oddly shaped figure. We want to divide this so that we have rectangles or squares. And I would go ahead and divide it right here. They didn't give us the dotted line this time, so they're leaving it up to us. We're going to make it right here so I have 2 separate rectangles. Let me show you in the drawing that I did. All right, so I'm reminding you area equals length times width. I put that dotted line in. So this side is 12, this length, and I have to do 12 3 times. So 12 plus 12 is 24, plus 12 is 36. So 12 times 3 is 36. This rectangle is 36. This side, it's already telling me this right here is 9, so I can keep that. And I'm going to do 9 times 2, so my length is 9. So I do 9 plus 9, because I have 9 2 times, gives me 18. So now I have 2 separate rectangles, each with their own area. My first one is 36, my next one is 18. I add these together. So if I take 36, I'm stacking these. All right, I'm keeping my 10s and 1s placed separate. 36 plus 18. 6 plus 8 is 14. Carry that 1. So I have 1, 4, still 14. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So my total area for my 2 rectangles together equals 54 for our last problem. Well, thanks for joining us, and make sure you have a thankful Thursday, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.